What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back continuing with our offseason rebuild series. Yesterday we did the Detroit Pistons. Now today we got the Washington Wizards. Been a while since we've done a Wizards rebuild anyway, and the Washington Wizards had the second least amount of wins in the association, so that's why we're here up next with the Washington Wizards. So let's just go ahead, jump into 2K today. Let's jump in and do our Washington Wizards off-season realistic rebuild. Let's get to it. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate it, especially drop a like if you're excited about this off-season series. I'm going to be doing, of course, all 30 teams. Of course, the teams that are in the playoffs, I can't do them until they are eliminated, but we got these 10 teams right now, or not 10 teams, it'd be like 14 teams after it's all said and done, that won't be in the playoffs, you know, once guys are eliminated from the play-in as well, that we could do right out of the gate, which is where we're starting with these teams that aren't even close to being in the play-in. We did the Pistons yesterday, as I said. Today we got the Washington Wizards. Kyle Kuzma, Deni Avdija, Tyus Jones. Still don't understand why they didn't trade him at the deadline, but whatever. Jordan Poole, Corey Kispert, Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes. Obviously, there is some interesting pieces here, but I can't confidently sit here and say that this Wizards team has the guy they're building around yet. I really don't think they do. So I think we got to accomplish that in the draft for sure. That's probably what our bread and butter is going to be today, is building this team through the draft. Obviously, trying to go out and trade for some superstar is not going to save this team overnight. Yeah, it could help a lot, but I think if we can organically build this team the way I want it to be, I think that's the best way to go about things. So Kyle Kuzma will be eventually traded. Jordan Poole, if we can move him somehow, is what we'll try to move him, but his trade value is probably obviously gone down from maybe what it could have been way back then in that, you know, finals run they had when he was very, very good. But other than that, we only got like 4 days left of the regular season, so let's just go ahead and sum up the rest of the season. Of course, draft lottery is where this is all going to start, as Below is healthy now, as he delivers his back, but none of that matters because we got like 4 games left. 16 and 66 to end off the season. Here are your awards. Let's go see who wins the championship. Do we get a rookie team representative on our roster? No Below on here, unfortunately, but let's see who wins the championship. Let's see what 2K thinks about who's winning it all. So Atlanta somehow beat the Celtics, and now they're in the East Conference Finals, and now they've made it to the finals. Okay, I mean, I don't think that's happening, but you got 2 teams from the play-in that just made it all the way to the finals, and the Hawks are your champions. All right, 2K, you're bugging, bro. I think I'm pretty confident in saying that the Hawks are not going to win the championship, but whatever. It's 2K for you. LeBron James is going to retire. I'm going to go ahead and override the decision. It sounds like he's going to play at least maybe one more season to play with his son or whatever it may. Whatever, maybe he faces him. I don't know. This is where it all starts, man. The draft lottery process. We have to hope for some luck here, so let's see where it's all going to go. So we are projected pick number 1. If we can stay at number 1, that'd be awesome, but of course, usually when I have the best odds, it, you know, goes downhill, and we do not get number 1. So we are going to fall to 5. So similar to yesterday with the Pistons, I think we had the best odds and we fell to 5. Yeah, basically the same thing happened today. Feels like that happens almost every time. Blazers 2, Hornets 3, Pistons 1. We get the 5th overall pick, which sucks to fall to the top 3, but it's still a high pick nonetheless. Brian Keefe, apparently there is some rumors that he might be hired as the full-time head coach. He is under contract at least for 1 more year here. I will keep him for now. But let's go ahead and hire a big man coach, and then I'll see you guys draft night with what we're doing next. I don't think I'm making any trades right away. Maybe we trade Kuzma on draft night. We'll see, but of course, we're definitely drafting with pick number 5. Today's video is brought to you by DGS Optimizer. If you're using apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having a tool such as DGS Optimizer is so clutch to finding good plays without having to do any research whatsoever. Basically, what it does, it compares discrepancies across multiple sportsbooks. It also shows you the juice on sportsbooks as well, so you don't have to go to like FanDuel and see what the odds are on a play that you like. It literally gives you that right in front of you. So for example, we scroll down the board a little bit. We have Anthony Edwards over 26.5 points. Every single book, or 2 books actually have this at 27.5. So you technically are getting a discount off of 2 different books, but there's heavy juice on him going over it anyway. You have one book listing it at minus 160, and that took me 2 seconds to find. Literally 2 seconds. It did not take me long whatsoever. If you want to be a profitable sports bettor, I'll even show you how much this has changed my sports betting career ever since I started using this tool on screen right now. And then Fred VanVleet over 14.5 points, also a decent play down here. You got one book at 15.5. But I found those 2 plays that easily. It's that simple. Make sure you check out this tool. Link is in the description. Use code Crushables, 25% off your first month. I highly recommend it if you are playing on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or whatever it may be. Because again, they have all kinds of apps you can look at on here to find good plays. And then of course, also partner with PrizePicks. Choose between 2 to 6 players. 2 players mean 3 times your entry. all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. Use code Crushables and match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. They have all kinds of sports to choose from, all kinds of stats to choose from. If you like baseball, you can go over to a Tani fantasy score. You can even mix that with some NBA. If you want to go ahead and take the over on Nikola Jovic or whatever it may be, take the over there. You could pair those two together. It does not matter. You could do whatever you want on PrizePicks. It's a whole lot of fun. Use code Crushables. Like I said, they match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. The link is in the description. And finally, last but not least, Dabble. Another app very similar to PrizePicks. You choose between, I mean, you can go up to 12 players and Dabble for an 1,000x payout if you want. But 3-pick entries actually offer a 6x payout, which PrizePicks does not offer. And they also offer a feature where no other DFS has this. We can copy people's entries with a click of a button. It's that simple. You don't have to make your own entries if you don't want to. Make sure you use code CRUSH10 over on Dabble. They give you literally $10 just for signing up. A free $10. I mean, take advantage of that. Use code CRUSH10. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So I'm scrolling through some Kyle Kuzma trades before we jump into the draft. The Sixers offered me the 12th overall pick. I don't even think the Sixers are supposed to have that pick, or maybe they are. I guess they just missed the playoffs. I mean, that is possible still technically according to 2K. So we're going to go ahead and we're not going to do that because I think that's a little bit of an overpay. But let's keep scrolling because there was some interesting offers. Like this one kind of had my attention. Duncan Robinson and pick 15. Like, I don't know if Miami should be in the business of trading first round pick. I mean, I guess you know they want to keep drafting, but yeah, but they could use a power forward for sure. Kyle Kuzma would fit that bill. So I kind of like the idea of taking 15 off Miami. We get Duncan Robinson's contract. I don't hate it, but definitely you could make the argument that Kuzma being worth 15th overall. I mean, it's outside of the lottery in a weak draft class. I don't think it's that unrealistic. I'm gonna do this trade. We're gonna do this with the Miami Heat. 15th pick in a weak draft class per se. And the Miami Heat get themselves the power forward that they desperately need to combine with Rozier, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero. I think that's a good trade for them. So I'm going to go ahead and do this trade. We're going to get 15th as well on draft night. So 5, 15, and 25, and then a 20th pick in the second round. So we have 3 first-round picks in this draft. We need an overhaul of this roster anyway. So we move Kuzma, which I'm totally okay with. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we're getting at 5 and 15. So Nikola is going to go 1 to Detroit. Number 2 is going to be Cody Williams to Portland. Number 3 is going to be Ryan Dunn. Number 4 is going to be Kyle, I don't know how to say his last name, Fakowski or whatever, out of Duke. I think this first pick is a no-brainer for me. I think we have to take Alex Sarr 100%. We need a lockdown center anyway, and I think Sarr definitely does that for us. We could take Zach Crushables as well, who has been going number 1 overall in some draft classes. I don't know much about Zach Crushables, but apparently he's very, very good. But I definitely think we need a center that we can rely on for the future. Finding guys like Alex Sarr is rare, so I'm going to go ahead and make this move here at number 5. And if Zach Crushables somehow falls to 15, we'll take him there. So far, he is falling down the board. I don't know if he falls to me at 15, but if he does, I'm taking him. So we got one more pick, and he goes to Sacramento. Man, one more pick, we could have had him. But we could take Kobe Walter, which I don't hate. I think I like the idea of that. So I definitely think we're going to go ahead and select Jacoby Walter out of Baylor and get ourselves a nice little shooter here. So welcome to Washington. And I know Reed Shepard was on the board as well. We could have taken him for sure, but I do like Jacoby Walter. And at pick 25, let's see what else we got. So we have Tyler Smith, Juan Nunez, Kevin McCullough, Tristan Da Silva, Iguodala, Woody Poplar, Justin Edwards, Jared McCain. I'm going to take the TikTok guy, Jared McCain, Duke guy. Let's go ahead and bring him in. I don't know what his NBA career will be like, but I know he was a damn good player at Duke. And then Woody Poplar, and then AJ Mitchell. I'm going to let the assistant GM take care of this. But I feel pretty good about that draft class. So we got a 79, a 77, and a 71. Not too bad. And then we'll take Javon Porter and sign him to a second round. Can we do a two-way on him? No. We'll just go accept that. Player options, Rashawn Holmes accepts. And we will accept Baldwin as well. Qualifying offers, Justin Champagny. And then Jared Butler, I believe, is about to get an extension in real life, it sounds like. Or may have gotten one already. So I will extend the offer on him. And then free agency, I mean, what free agents? We have Livers and Anthony Gill. I'm not too concerned about them. Tyus Jones, also free agent. I can't imagine Tyus Jones resigns with the Wizards, to be honest with you. I think they messed up by not trading him at the deadline, so we'll just let him go. All right, this is what we're working with. So we got Bilal Coulibaly, Kobe Walter. We have Deni Avdija, Corey Kispert, Patrick Baldwin, and then we have Alex Sarr, Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, Eugene. So I think we'll definitely start with moving Deni Avdija to power forward. He does go down, though, so that kind of sucks a little bit. But we'll figure it out. So we got Duncan Robinson, who's not going to obviously start. He's not starting. But below Kobe Walter as our 2 guards, actually don't hate. So maybe we just roll with that. Robinson eventually will regress. Poole will have to be our starting point guard this year. and then we could sign a power forward. So this isn't going to be a very eventful offseason, of course, apparently, or it's not going to be an eventful offseason for free agency. It just won't be. We're going to move Landry Shamet to point guard. I don't think we're going to make much movement here as far as free agency is concerned. I kind of feel like we have a rotation set already as it is, and I'm cool with just being bad again. Let's just continue to build through the draft. Maybe we get lucky and get Cooper Flagg in next year's draft class, or whatever. Dylan Harper, I believe, is the other guy. Do we need to sign anyone in free agency? We could give like Wofford a power forward contract, which I don't hate because we definitely don't have a power forward. So yeah, I guess we'll sign like Trenton Wofford just to a deal, nothing crazy, and then that will probably be our offseason. So I'm gonna give him like a 1+1. That way we're not committed to him. If he has a good year, maybe re-sign him. You roster? Oh, my roster's full. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize my roster was already full. Do I need to cut someone? I could cut Tristan. I could cut Jared McCain. I could cut Johnny Davis, Eugene. I definitely think I'm going to cut Eugene, and then let's see if we can sign Mr. Brandon Wofford now, just because I feel like we have enough center depth that Eugene isn't necessary. So let's go ahead. Or I could get Najee Marshall as well. Kind of like the idea of that. Because if nothing else, he might be a bench, or he could be a starter right away. And then he could be actually potentially a good bench piece for the future. So I'm going to sign Najee Marshall. Going to have a lot of opportunity to get a lot of minutes here. And I think that's going to be our offseason. Again, I just can't picture Tyus Jones re-signing with the Wizards. I really don't. Maybe he does. Maybe they give him like a bag, and that's why they didn't trade him. I don't know. That's possible for sure. But Jordan Poole is down. Doug Robinson is down. Below is up to a 79, which is great. And then, yeah, so obviously this roster is nowhere near complete whatsoever. We got a lot of work still cut out for us, but I felt good about the start. Getting Alex Sarr, Jared McCain, and also the other name, or Jacoby Walter, is definitely a great start. I feel good about that. So let's go to 2025, load that draft class, and let's see if we can maybe luck out into another good lottery. I guess we didn't really get that lucky in last year's lottery, but let's see what happens. So we have to cut 4 players here. That's pretty crazy. So gonna have to cut Tristan, unfortunately. Gonna have to cut Julius Bernard, and then cut Porter, fortunately, and then probably, I mean, I wouldn't mind just cutting Johnny Davis. I mean, he might progress though, so maybe we'll just keep him. I am gonna cut Isaiah Livers probably, so we'll do that. So that will be our cuts. Power is gonna land us 30th, so we're not gonna be very good. Jordan Poole, Belil, Denny Avdia, Najee Marshall, Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert, Marvin Bagley, Duncan Robinson, Colby Walter. And then that is your rotation. I guess we go ahead and run 10-man rotation. And I'm going to kick Rashawn Holmes out of the rotation for Patrick Baldwin. I'm going to give Patrick Baldwin those last few minutes. So that will be our rotation. Nothing fancy whatsoever. This team is going to be horrendous, of course. I'm going to send Jared McCain to the G League. And then we could also do the same thing with Johnny Davis. So we'll do that. So we'll have Jordan Poole. That is your rotation, of course. I don't know who's going to score on this team, but I guess we'll just see what happens. I will simulate to the end of this season. We're a 3-star balance under Brian Keefe right now. He's got a pretty good rating, so we might keep him. We'll see. But yeah, this team should be horrendous. Hopefully, we're going to luck into like the #1 overall pick this offseason. So here are your end of the season awards for year number 2. Alex Sarr does get Rookie of the Year, which is nice. Obviously, we had a bright spot, at least for this team. Not a whole lot else to be excited about. As I mentioned, this team was going to be horrendous, and we were. We were very, very bad. But all rookie first team, Alex Sarr does make it. Do we have another Wizard representative? We do not. Okay. So let's go ahead. See who wins the championship again. Obviously, none of this really matters for us. Detroit, once again, gets to the... they might make it to the finals. No, it's Atlanta again. Why is Atlanta so good right now? I don't know. Nuggets going to win the championship. Okay. Draft lottery this year is way more important. Oh, they got LeBron. That's why Detroit got... I guess that still doesn't... I wasn't too surprised by Detroit. I'm more surprised by Atlanta being so good. But whatever. Let's go to the lottery. Obviously, this lottery is going to be a lot more important than the last one. So I'm actually going to sit back and watch this one. So... Rockets via Washington. Now, it does say the Rockets have our pick. I should have fixed out the deadline, but it is, I think Wizards pick is like protected again, I believe in 2025. I will double check on that. But I might sit back and watch this one because this one is going to be the more important lottery. So Utah is going to go 14. I want to secure #1 very, very badly. At least 2. 1 or 2 would be great. So Knicks, 13. So far, so good. Obviously, these are the low percentage jump ups, though, so you're not really expecting anything crazy here. Now, if something does happen this early, then you're definitely screwed. But Boston is in the lottery as well, which is kind of crazy. They're staying at 11. So far, so good. Number 10, Miami. So let's see where they end up, and that is going to be number 10. So far, so good. Hopefully, no movement. Spurs, number 9, and they are... oh, gosh, okay. So the Spurs jump up in the top 4. That doesn't mean good things for us usually. Number 8, the Lakers, and that is going to be Okay, number 8. So I think the least we could jump to is 5. So hopefully we're not at 5 again. I want 1 or 2 very badly. Hawks 7. So the Hawks via, I was about to say, I believe that's Sacramento because they were just in the finals. Raptors 6. And that is going to be the Raptors. Okay, so the only team that's jumped up to the Spurs. So as long as we're not 5, we should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully we're not 5. Okay. Oh, that's Rockets. Oh, is that our pick? It is. Gosh dang it, dude. Why did it fall to 5 again? That's 2 years in a row where it fell to 5, bro. That sucks so badly. Okay, so Thunder 1. We get the 5th overall pick. Once again, we drop from 1 to 5. So the strategy of just sucking intentionally is not working. That's the sacrifice you take when you tank, though, because that's, you know, what Adam Silver decided to do. He made sure the tanking is not encouraged, which I guess that's been a rule for a long time, since David Stern, I believe. But you get the point. All right, so head coaching wise, who's going to turn this franchise around? We could bring back Brian Keefe. We could sign Tyronn Lue, which I don't know if Tyronn Lue's coming to Washington. We had Joe Mazzulla, Jason Kidd, Frank Vogel, Billy Donovan, Taylor Jenkins, Will Hardy. A lot of good options here. But I am going to settle for Will Hardy. I think Will Hardy, as a coach for a rebuild, makes a lot of sense. One of the younger head coaches could relate to the guys a little bit more. So we'll do that. All right, so let's go get our pick back. So mad it fell to 5, bro. That's so unfortunate. But we can still get a player. Let's see what we're projected to get. So prospect scouting. I meant to go to mock draft. Sorry. Number 5, we can get like VJ Edgecombe, or maybe Harper falls to us at number 5. I doubt it, but we'll hope. I'm gonna go get that pick back. I assume that I'm correct on this, by the way. I assume that the pick on I assume the Wizards pick is protected in 2025. I'm pretty sure it is. So taking a look at this draft pick, I am correct. It is top 10 in 2025, and it is top 8 in 2026. So it's protected again next year. So if we want to take again, technically we can. But yeah, just had to go ahead and look at that. But we have number 5 now, which is great. And I sent my top 10 protected, although it's only top 8 protected, to the Rockets next year. So let's just jump in and see who falls to us at pick 5. So we got number 1, of course, Cooper Flagg's going to Oklahoma City. Winning a chance for this video is going to be very hard now. Ace Bailey's going to the Spurs. I really hope Dylan Harper falls to me at 5, but I doubt it. Ace, one more pick, man. Don't do it to me. Okay. I'm actually very happy with that. Dylan Harper, welcome to Washington. We lucked out. He fell to 5. Exactly what I wanted. He's one of the picks I would have taken at 2. So I feel very, very good about that. So we get a 79 point guard at number 5. That is exactly what I would have taken outside of Cooper Flagg. So I felt pretty good about that. Liam McNeely in the second round, and Jaden Williams. I know I'm running out of roster space, but actually a couple guys are coming off the books, so we can go ahead and sign Liam McNeely. Jesus. Duncan Robinson, Landry Shamet, Patrick Baldwin. I'm going to accept Patrick Baldwin, but I'm going to decline everybody else. Of course, we're going to decline Duncan Robinson, decline Landry Shamet, and we're also going to decline Johnny Davis, as weird as that sounds. But I don't think it's too crazy to do that. Or do I keep him? I'll keep him. Never mind. He was still a first round pick. Corey Kispert, Justin Champagnie. I am going to extend the offer on Corey Kispert. And then free agency, we have Corey Kispert, Marvin Bagley, Duncan Robinson. So I do want to bring back Corey Kispert. Really good shooter. So I'm going to go ahead and sign him to a contract. So we're going to get him back. All right. So Jordan Poole, Dylan Harper as our point of rotation feels good. Jordan Poole is not someone I'm going to keep here long term, but for now, he's fine. Below, Kobe Walter still looks fine. Johnny Davis, of course, just came back from the G League. Danny Avdia, Najee Marshall, Patrick Baldwin, and then Alex Sarr. So other than that, I mean, we could take a look. We're going to bring back Kispert. So we could take a look at what of our other options would be. So we do have money in free agency. I don't know if we're out here going to be able to like sign anybody great, but like I know Evan Mobley for whatever reason. I'm not going to do it. The Cavaliers never match him anymore. I don't know why. He would be perfect. That would be awesome. But, you know, realistically speaking, there's no way that the Cavs are letting him go whatsoever. So, throw Josh Giddey a contract, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Jalen Johnson. So let's just secure Corey Kispert real quick, and then let's see what is left over. So I'm going to renounce Justin Champagnie as well. No need to bring him back. All right, so Evan Mobley is here, and he's unrestricted. The Cavaliers are just willing to let him go. I don't know why. He's unrestricted now for whatever reason. Jamal Murray, John Collins, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey is here. He's restricted. Tyus Jones, Jalen Johnson, Clint Capella. Is there any we could get? We could get Sadiq Bey. He's unrestricted. Do we want a upgrade the power forward spot right now, or are we kind of cool with where we're at? I mean, Sadiq Bey would come over and help out a bunch for sure. I definitely think I'm going to go ahead and throw him a salary. I'm going to throw Sadiq Bey a contract. Why not? We could bring back, or could bring in Jonathan Isaac as well. But I am going to go ahead and throw Sadiq Bey a contract. Why not? So we're going to do that. So 26 years old. Let's see if he would accept this. He does. Oh, that's Marvin Bagley. We're not bringing him back. Sadiq Bey does go to Atlanta. I didn't want to overpay him, so I'm okay with that. We could have signed Jonathan Isaac as well. Give me Jonathan Isaac. Why not? We'll give him a 2-year deal. He will have a non-guarantee next year and see if he accepts that. I am lowballing, or I guess not really a lowball, but I bring in Jonathan Isaac, which is nice. And then we need a backup center. Zubac. We have Daron Sharp. Give me Daron Sharp for 2 years. Daron Sharp sounds good as our backup 5. So I like that a lot. Pretty solid offseason. So we pretty much have a squad for next year. Now, is this team going to be very good? I mean, it kind of depends on how good Alex Sarr and everyone else, okay, our team is progressing, so we're definitely doing something right. Danny Avdia below Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert, which, by the way, I don't even think I looked at the player stats last year. My fault on that. So let's take a look at that now. 19 points from Poole, 17 from Sarr, 11 and 11, and then 9 and 9, and then 8. So not too bad. Let's get into next season, though. Again, this is a slow grinding process. We knew we weren't going to be very good, but I like what we've done so far. We're getting to it. We got exactly who we wanted in this draft. We got Alex Sarr, Dylan Harper so far. I feel good about that at the very least. But let's go ahead and make sure we keep this ball rolling. Let's see what this rotation is going to look like for next year. This video is probably going to be a long one, but I think that's the price you pay for building this team the right way. So 3.5. I didn't mean to rhyme there, by the way. But Jordan Poole below, Danny Avdia, Jonathan Isaac, Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert, Jacoby Walter, Dylan Harper, Daron Sharp, and then Najee Marshall's not getting any minutes. I actually low-key want to start Dylan Harper right away. I mean, Dylan Harper's the future. Now, Jordan Poole is just not. I'm sorry he's not, though. If he was like an 86 overall, going to be one of those again, I would obviously prioritize him a little bit more, but he's not going to be. So, I have a couple of guys we can send to the G League as well. We'll do the same thing with Jared McCain, and then if we can send John Davis there again as well, we need to sign one more player, or we can send McNeely there as well. So let's sign one more player. I'll send one more guy to the G League, and then we're going to go ahead and get into this season. So here's the end of season number 3. Here are your awards as Dylan Harper gets Rookie of the Year, which is really exciting to see. Man, this conference must have been stacked to the brim. I'll show you why in just a second, but I felt pretty solid about that season. Dylan Harper gets an all-rookie first team. But if we take a look at how we did, we finished up as a 14 seed. But look at this conference, man. We won 38 games and still finished as a 14 seed. That's pretty insane. That's pretty stacked, bro. Like, that's a stacked conference. Kind of similar themes in the West, it looks like. Damn, I guess it was just a little bit of a showdown. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. You get the point. It was just a close race. But we got the Thunder and the Mavericks, Thunder and Pistons, and the Thunder going to win the championship, of course. So we got our work cut out for us when we want to take down the Thunder, if we ever get to the finals, that is. But we're once again going to be in the lottery. We had 14th best odds, which is kind of crazy after winning 38 games. At one point, we were over 500. So we're off to we're doing things right. Let's take a look at the player stats since I forgot to do this last time. So Alex Sarr averaged 22, which is great. 19 from Harper. So the two guys we drafted are making an impact, which is obviously something we wanted. Jordan Poole with 14, Isaac with 13, Danny Avdia with 11, and 10 from Kispert, 9 from Jacoby Walter, 8.5 from below. So far, so good in my opinion, and I love what I'm seeing so far. Let's see if we get lucky this year. We have not got lucky whatsoever once. We are projected 9. So even finishing 14, we still are getting 9th best odds, which is kind of crazy. But let's see where it ends up. It is top 8 protected. So if it does end up at 9, we don't actually get to keep this pick. So we are going to end up at pick number 9. So our pick actually goes to the Wizards. It's only top 8 protected. I can't do top 8. So unfortunately, we don't get to keep this pick. This is going to the Rockets. So we can finally have that convey. But all of our future picks, I believe, are freed up now. So that's a good thing, I guess. Just give me like or that's Raptors. Just give me your last second. You can have this pick because it belongs to you. Okay. Now let's try to make another jump here, shall we? So we don't have a draft pick anymore that I'm like too hyped about. We have 3 early seconds. Maybe we could package that to turn it into a first. Or we could try to make a trade here, which we could do. So if there's one positional weakness, I love Harper as our point guard going forward. Below us are 2. I feel fine about that. Or 3. We'll figure it out. It's the power forward spot. It's easily the power forward spot that is the weakest link right now. So is there a power forward that would be available to us is the question. So let's take a look. Let's scroll through this very quickly. So Evan Mobley and the Cavaliers rebuilding. For whatever reason, they just aren't committed to keeping him. I might have to jump in on that. I'm sorry. Kawhi Leonard, too old for me at this point for this team. Utah has Hendricks. Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's a little bit older than I would like. Keegan Murray. is interesting. I mean, I think I don't go for him very often, but if he's available, he's available. I think we have to try for Evan Mobley. It's going to be hard to pull off, but while we have, he just got to, I think we got to try for Evan Mobley, man. I don't know why they are so, glued on getting rid of him, but I think we got to try. So what is our first, I guess we don't have our first round pick next year. So, or apparently, I don't know where it's going, but so obviously this is gonna have to include some players here. So I'm not including Harper or Alex Sarr. They're off the table. Let's say we did. I would be fine with doing Corey Kispert to start this off. I would do Jordan Poole. Probably doesn't have a ton of trade value. We can't do any of our rookies right now. Dameron Sharp, Isaac has a little bit of value. I mean, these picks are gonna do nothing. I don't think we can make this trade right now, but I'll do it anyway. I'll offer this up. Maybe we have to wait till after the draft to try to pull this off. I thought I would have my picks, but I guess I don't. And then maybe I could throw them Dameron Sharp as well. Let's see what they say to this. They don't agree. So yeah, Evan Mobley not going to happen at this moment. But let me fill out this coaching staff, and let me see if I can maybe get Evan Mobley after the draft with some of our other rookies under contract. So I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to pull this off, but so far I'm offering a lot of depth for Evan Mobley. Not a whole lot of like good value for them. So I'm going to just try this and see what they say. Yeah, they don't agree to that. I think I'd have to include below if I want to do this trade. I mean, I'm not against including below, especially if Jacoby Walter is going to develop something into something nice for us and we get Evan Mobley out of this trade. I think we got to consider it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and throw below in here. We get Evan Mobley. I think that's a home run grand slam. So let's see what they say to this. They agree. So we get Evan Mobley. Now, that was quite a bit to give up. But, I mean, this team now with Evan Mobley, Dameron Sharp, Alex Sarr, that's a damn good squad. Jacoby Walter immediately steps into that 2-guard spot. Deni Avdija still going to be here at the 3, which is nice. Evan Mobley gives us that power forward we were looking for. And now this team can go try to do some other work. And now Jordan Poole is someone I don't picture myself keeping anymore. I guess we could keep him for one more season. We'll see what we're able to get bench depth wise in free agency. So I know we have a couple free agents. So like Baldwin and Johnny Davis are actually serviceable backups now. So we're going to go ahead and sign both of them to some contracts. So let's secure them. We'll bring back Najee Marshall as well if we want to. But I don't think we need his services. We need a small forward, if anything. We have Baldwin back. So I guess we kind of have a full rotation if we really want to just go ahead and set in stone with this. But Scottie Pippen, small forward, Simone. We could get Taurean Prince. We can get a lot of good options. I saw Bruce Brown as well. I'm gonna get Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, of course, is a guy that I think could play some 3. I go Sacramento. Maybe let's bring back Najee Marshall. He's been familiar with this system anyway. I played here last year, so if he wants to come back, maybe we move him to the 3. He signs that, and boom. So Evan Mobley is our big addition. Now, we gave up quite a bit to get him. Sucks to move on from below, but I think this is going to be better for us in the long run. So Marshall is going to go up to the 79 at small forward, which is nice. Jordan Poole is going to play some backup point guard for us this year. Let's go see what progression's looking like after everything we've done so far. So hopefully Jacoby Walter is about to make a big jump. He is not moving, which sucks, but he's still a good shooter, whatever. Johnny Davis up to 79, Najee Marshall up to 78, went down. Harper 83, 86, 92 though. So Jacoby Walter not going up definitely is a little disappointing, but regardless, I still feel okay with him starting at the 2. Still going to be a nice solid shooter, space the floor. Below, as good as he was overall wise, I do think he wasn't going, I mean, he was only scoring 8 points per game. Not that scoring is everything, but it definitely is important a little bit. It sucks to have given him up, but getting Evan Mobley, I think, was worth it, man. I really do. So this team should at least be a play-in team next year. Evan Mobley, for whatever reason, was available. I mean, we got to try that every single time he is. So yeah, new rotation is Dylan Harper, Johnny Davis, Deni Avdija, Evan Mobley, Alex Sarr, Jacoby Walter, Jonathan Isaac, Dameron Sharp, and Jordan Poole. That's pretty disgusting. I like that rotation a lot. Hopefully this team does end up being a play-in team or a playoff team at the very... Actually, screw the play-in spot. Let's be a playoff team. This year, Shea wins MVP, Harrington's Rookie of the Year, Reed Shepard 6th man on the Phoenix Suns, Victor Wembanyama Defensive Player, Cooper Flagg Most Improved, and Brunson Clutch Player. Mark is your Coach of the Year, and John Murphy is your Executive, and we saw that already. So, I can't imagine we have anybody in an All-NBA team, but maybe we do. We do not, unfortunately. Doesn't look like it. All defensive team? Maybe. We do get Evan Mobley, so that's nice. And then here's our Rookie First Team and our Rookie Second Team. Okay. So we didn't make the playoffs, which is a huge first step because obviously we have not been in the playoffs once in this video just yet until now. So yeah, 21 from Dylan Harper, 20 from Alex Sarr, 17 from Evan Mobley, 12 from Johnny Davis, 11 from Kobe Walter, 11 from Deni Avdija, and then 10 from Jordan Poole. Not too shabby. Feel pretty solid about this. I don't know if we're going to go win a championship this year. I definitely think there's more moves to be made, but I'm still feeling okay regardless about it. So we get Atlanta round 1, who no longer have Trae Young. Instead, they have Kobe Buffkin starting a point guard. So I kind of hope we're able to beat them. Let's go ahead and still make her around against Atlanta. We do drop game 1. We're in a 3-2 series with them. We're going to a game 7 with Atlanta. So DeJounte Murray's giving us some problems, it looks like. We are in DC for this game 7. Man, oh man, how great it would be to get this team even more playoff experience in round 2. But we're getting some good ones for this young team. We're in a very, very, very close game with the Hawks here. I'm hoping we're able to beat them, because if we can't beat the Hawks, then I am concerned about what we're able to do going forward. And it's looking like the Hawks may have beat us. Damn, bro, that sucks. 126 to 123. That does not feel great, because Atlanta, without Trae Young, losing to them does not give me hope that we're able to beat teams like the Wizards, or not the Wizards, the Thunder, even though they got eliminated this time around. But the Grizzlies going to win the championship. Ja Morant is your Finals MVP. But once again, a huge first step was making it to the playoffs regardless. I do believe there is one more move to be made here, and that is at the shooting guard spot. Johnny Davis, Kobe Walter, they're just not good enough. They just aren't, unfortunately. The rating is not there. So if we can upgrade the shooting guard spot, that is what I'm looking to do. So that is where we'll turn our attention to. So let's go to draft night, and let's see if we're able to find a shooting guard through trade. So we have so many second-round picks. It's actually insane. We have Baldwin, Marshall, Johnny Davis all under contract. Johnny Davis, what did he do last year? He averaged 12. I mean, obviously Johnny Davis and Mr. Jacoby Walter like similar overalls. Jacoby did go up to 81 this time around, shooting 32% this year. All right. I do believe I'm still going to go try to trade for a 2-guard right now, though. So going into free agency, I don't believe we have any important free agents to worry about, which is super clutch, because actually we could sign our shooting guard through free agency. I was kind of expecting to do it through trades, but with so many guys not under set, we don't have to pay anybody right now, which is fantastic. Everyone is under rookie contract, which is great. So we're getting our shooting guard through free agency. So who will that be is the question. We have Jimmy Butler, De'Aaron Fox, Amen Thompson, Tyler Hero, Brandon Miller. So Tyler Hero is definitely on the top of that list for sure. Definitely up there. Brandon Miller, Asar Thompson, a lot. RJ Barrett wouldn't be too bad either. It is funny because below would be kind of perfect for what we need right now. He had a breakout year in Cleveland too. It would be funny, full circle moment to re-sign him. It would be hilarious. I'm going to offer him a contract. It would be absolutely hilarious if I'm able to steal him from Cleveland after I just lost him. But man, 86 overall, you really can't beat that. Would they match it? All right, welcome back, Below, to the Wizards. We got him back. Let's go. I'm actually really happy about that. So now we got our shooting guard, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted him back. After I saw he went up to an 86, I'm like, damn, I messed up. But we got him back. That's what matters. So, yeah, we paid him an absolute bag. 14 points for through. Hopefully it pays off. Hopefully it pays off. But I think it will. I definitely think it will. So we need a center more than anything. So let's focus on that. Backup center. Paul Reed or Nick Richards looks good to me. I am going to go ahead and give it to Paul Reed, though. So Paul Reed, B-Ball Paul, welcome to Washington. That feels great. We can sign Jordan Poole back. We can sign Jonathan Isaac back, which I will absolutely do. So that is our offseason. We get Below back. Let's pretend we never even traded him. He's back like he never left. And I think this team can definitely go win a championship now. I think we needed that upgrade, the shooting guard spot. We did get first rounded last year in 7. But I think with the upgrade up to an 87, 89, 85, 84, this is looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about the odds of this team being able to make it to the finals next year. Let's get straight into next season, and let's see if next year is our year. So another year down the drain. Let's go see if we can go win a championship this year, as Alex Sarr does make it all-NBA third team this time around, which is fantastic, and Evan Mobley makes it all-defensive second team. We are the third seed in the Eastern Conference, so not the first seed, unfortunately, but here are your player stats. So 22 from Alex Sarr, 20 from Harper, 17 from Mobley, 12 from Johnny Davis, 11 from Kobe Walter, 10 from Avdia, and then 10 from Below, 9 from Baldwin, and 6 from Jonathan Isaac. So here goes nothing. New York in round 1. They still have Brunson, DiVincenzo, Zubac now, Dirk. They have Justin Edwards. So they actually have a really solid team in New York. But hopefully we don't get eliminated in round 1. I mean, we built to this team to the point where we obviously getting eliminated in round 1 would be disgraceful. So we sweep them now. So that's off to a great start. And now we get the team that beat us last year. So hopefully we can get some sweet old revenge. They beat us in 7 last year. I feel like we've gotten better and they look exactly the same. So make her around against them. They're up 2-1 on us, but we are going to go down 3-2 to Atlanta. For whatever reason, Atlanta is just so damn good today. I don't know why. That's unusual. They're usually not this good. They used to be that one weird period, but hopefully we can win this game 6 and go to a game 7 and not have to you know, lose to them again. Okay. I'm pulling out all the stops for this game 7. I am not trying to lose to Atlanta, man. I really not. This isn't Atlanta. Can we just take the lead and run away with it? I really don't even want to sweat this one. So it's looking good so far, as long as we don't blow a big lead. But I think we did it. So we did beat them. Beat them in 7. So we get revenge compared to last year. And now we get the Indiana Pacers, Denver, and Dallas on the other side. So Indiana has Hugo Gonzalez, Halliburton, Siakam, Capella, Jalen Suggs, Jarris Walker. So that's a very good team in Indiana. Game 1, 1-0 for them. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 5? No. Game 6, come on. No, game 7. Damn, not a 9. I didn't really want to sweat a game 7, but here we are. Game 7. This one's in Indiana. They have the lead right now. We had it for a second. We take it back. We do for a second. Is back and forth. Back and forth we go. We have a 6-point lead, a 3-point lead. We definitely got to slow this one down. All right, so we got ourselves a close one on our hands. This is to get to the finals for the first time. Down 5. Looking good. I mean, no way they come back in 9 seconds, right? Dude, I would have been freaking like, what is going on if they did? But we did beat them. We're in the finals. That's what matters. So 123 to 120. We're going against Denver, who have Emmanuel Quickley paired with Asar, Gordon, Jokic, and Gordon, Jokic, and Porter. Damn, that's and Grady Dick. Very good team. Very, very good team over there in Denver. They've done and Isaiah Joe. Kind of skipped past him, but they've assembled a nice little squad around Jokic, Gordon, and Porter compared to what they had with Jamal Murray, of course, and KCP. This is going to be a tough one. Game 1, 1-0. We evened it up. I was like, are we going to get swept by Denver? But no, so far, 2-1, 3-1. Are we going to beat them in 5 to win ourselves a championship? This one is in Denver. They come out to a scorching lead. Can we get back in this game? No, we're not going to get back in this game. So we are going to lose game 5. We're going to game 6. This one's in DC. We have to win this one. We have to win this one. I do not want to go to Denver for a game 7. So DC, game 6. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. We got the size to, deal with Jokic, Alex Sarr, Evan Mobley. We can throw a bunch of bodies at him, different looks. Obviously, stopping Jokic is impossible, but this one is looking good. I think we did it. So just like that, we have won a championship with the Washington Wizards. We're up 11 with 46 seconds left on the clock. What a turnaround for this team. I think we did a good job assembling the squad together. We brought back Belil as well, which was super funny. But yeah, this team, I loved what we put together, man. A lot of size. Love what we were able to accomplish. So let's see if I can get an alley-oop going with Evan Mobley. I missed it, damn. Okay. But we got Isaiah Joe in transition. See what he's going to cook up here. Going to stop Michael Porter from doing anything. He's going to go to Asar. Porter is wide open for 3. He is going to splash that home. Still 27 seconds left on the clock, though. I can't imagine I find a way to blow this in 27 seconds, right? There's no way. I'm not that good. Or I'm not that bad. Like, yeah, I'm bad, but give me a foul. There we go. I didn't even need to shoot, but whatever. All right, Dylan Harper. Let's go ahead and hit these free throws. Very slow release, but I missed the first one. Okay. Let's see if I can miss the second one, a 2. And we are going to make the second one. All right. Up 9. All right, let's stop screwing around. Because imagine I found a way to blow this in 20 seconds. I wouldn't put it past myself. But we got Aaron Gordon giving it to Jokic. Jokic trying to shoot over Sarr. That's not going in. And just like that, we are officially the champions, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's give it to Alex Sarr for celebratory 3 here. Can I hit that over Jokic? Ooh, that would have been awesome. But whatever. We ended off with a championship, which is absolutely beautiful. Would have loved if we got it sooner last year against Atlanta. But you know what? I think it was cool bringing back Belil Coulibaly. What a squad we assembled, man. Absolutely beautiful. And maybe if we get lucky, we get Jokic to end this one as well. And no, we don't get that glitch today. Okay. Alex Sarr hoisting up that trophy. Absolutely beautiful squad we threw together. We kept Denny Avdia throughout the video. Kept Johnny Davis as well. Got him a championship. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching as always. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.